Hi everyone, Justin here from WODstock. I just want to take a moment to say thank you for all the support, first of all through registrations for Carnage on the Coast and the continued growth that we're seeing with our WODstock series. I just wanted to take this moment to sort of take a step back. I mean, you've seen the WOD videos coming out and there's a lot of hype about this weekend, and I'm glad you're liking those videos, and hopefully the WODs will be just as challenging and enjoyable for you all. But like I said, I want to take a step back and just sort of put in perspective what this weekend's all about and who the money's being raised for. The last two events have raised money for charities on within southeast Queensland. For this event, originally I was going to choose a charity for that money to go to, but instead I'm actually donating the money to a family of a colleague that I work with. Her name's Jilly, and her sister earlier this year had a tragic accident where she fell, and I think it was about 35 metres off one of the Glasshouse Mountains on a day out of a venture, and somehow she actually survived the fall, and she has some serious injuries. It was a miracle just for her to survive that, but to come out the other end and have a future is even more of a miracle. But obviously with that there is an enormous amount of cost involved with surgeries and rehabilitation. So for me personally, it just seemed like the right place for that money to go. So a third of the money that WODstock donates this year will go to Sonja McFarlane's family to help her with that rehabilitation process. So the following story is Sonja's story told by Gillian, her sister that I work with. Have a look at it and know that your participation in this weekend's event makes a massive difference in their lives. So again, thank you for that. I mean, it is the season of giving, and what a better way to do it than to get out, do some WODs and enjoy the community that we're building with WODstock. Enjoy the story, guys, and thank you once again.
When I am asked to describe Sonja before her accident, these phrases come to mind: a seeker of adventure, a traveller, a lover of life, a philosopher, an artist and a healer, the perfect host. She is so generous, kind and loving. She believes in magic and miracles, and her friends and family are so precious to her. She looked for the fun to be had every day, and she had what some might call a passionate curiosity for our world, people and life. She loved being an acupuncturist and helping people on their various health journeys. She loves being around her friends, often sharing one of the many goodies she had baked. She loves and marvels at how beautiful our world is, and she lived her life in every moment. If the moment was shared with friends and family, then it were made all the richer. She loves to entertain and be entertained, and there was always good food involved. Sonja spent much of her time before her accident travelling and working overseas. She had recently returned to the coast to be close to family and friends and be able to foster her love of sailing further. She had set up her acupuncture practice, and life was continuing to be a fantastic adventure. On the 5th of May 2013, Sonja slipped and fell around 35 metres whilst walking Mount Coonarin, one of the Glasshouse Mountains. She sustained multiple injuries, including 4 broken vertebrae, broken ribs, broken right ankle, bruised liver and kidneys, broken occipital and mandible bones in her head, ruptured left eye, and many other bones in her face and jaw were broken. Her brain was subjected to 3 compounding injuries: the loss of oxygen at the scene and during the flight to the hospital, fluid pressure, and the loss of blood. By the time Sonja reached the hospital, she had defied death twice. After 6 hours of surgery, Sonja had amassed 5 teams of surgeons for trauma, orthopedic, spinal, ophthalmology and maxillofacial. Sonja spent the next 2 weeks in the ICU ward at the Royal Brisbane Hospital and underwent 3 major surgeries in that time. Prior to being moved to the neurology ward, the family were told that any reasonable recovery was not envisaged. In the next 5 weeks, Sonja moved from a 3 to a 14 on the Glasgow Coma Scale. This was remarkable and took all the medical staff by surprise. It was during this time that the RBH referred Sonja to the Brain Injury Rehabilitation Unit at the Princess Alexandra Hospital. Over the last 5 months, Sonja has been undergoing dedicated rehabilitation that has included physio, occupational therapy, speech therapy, and music therapy. All of these have been designed to reteach both the physical and mental processes that many of us take for granted each day. Sonja is now up and walking, holding mugs and cups, feeding herself, and eating most foods with her temporary dentures. She is working on getting both the gross and fine motor skills back. Her memory is improving each day, and she is very focused on getting her life back on track. She wants to work and be independent again. She wants to do another Sydney to Hobart yacht race. Many of the physical injuries have now mended, but there are still additional surgeries for facial and dental reconstruction to come. There is still a long road ahead of physical and occupational therapy to regain the fine and gross motor skills to live independently. She is aware of the journey to come and is facing it with the same courage, humour and confidence and determination that she had before her accident. And she gains inspiration from her favourite quote by author Tom Robbins.